Zach, it looks like we might be out of the woods. Oh, this one's a larger boy. Still in a dream. Alright. York Eater. Oh, look at that. We could use a shave. Oh, he uses a straight razor. Look at him go. I think we're doing alright. Let's save though, because don't want to have to ever do that again. It looks like, dare I say it, I'm going to take a big risk here. It appears they only show up in basement areas with vents. So as long as I can avoid those, should be okay. Yeah, let's heal up. We can eat more. We're not even that hungry, but we'll have a quick snack as a treat. Let's have some onions. You took your time to eat. Good. It's a timeless world we live in right now, so... they tried to keep me out. Nothing can keep me out. Alright, we are due with an encounter with the Raincoat Killer, but I don't know if that actually happens in this chapter. Probably just jinxed it, though. They keep trying to keep me out. How many times will they learn? Oh, that was it. Great. No Raincoat Killer, I guess, not this time. The grudge ladies more than made up for it. Were those cables there before holding it in place? I don't think so. And it looks eerily familiar. Nick. You son of a gun. You're coming with me. Huh? Blood? Why now do you think, oh, we definitely have to get in there to help York? Emily saw us go into the secret entrance. Maybe George has been banging on the door the entire time. As soon as Emily got back and was like, alright, he's working his way in through the secret entrance, George was like, he better let us in immediately.
Wait! She's still alive.
Alright, George. George, don't screw this one up. George.
Diane, don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
George, it's no good. It won't budge.
Emily, stand back.
I'm a big man. The voice director was like, just sound like you're constipated and having a really bad day. There's not enough time. How can you tell that her cables are loosening, but George isn't loosening his cables enough to stop the cables that she's on from breaking? How can you know the tensile strength of the... Doesn't matter, time for the Jesus shot. Yeah. if you yell louder, even when you're not actually carrying anybody, it helps pump you up for the moment. Sugar donuts. They'll satisfy a small amount of your hunger. Anyways, how do you guys like the red suit? Oh, right.
Thomas, call an ambulance.
What?
What? Emergency services? I don't have any experience in that.
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat.
Diane looks okay too.
Let me just pop in a cigarette to help me,
She should be able to
get
tell
the
us
blood
what this
flowing.
time.
God, I hope so. But you, George, quite a catch. I'm impressed.
Just like you're quite a catch, am I right, George? Come on, man. Trying to give you a solid here.
Diane.
Oh, yeah. What a beautiful beach. The reaching one who feel off is many directions. Combinating in sharp voices, loud away, over loveliness. Inspiring a truly deep eroticism in all who clear. Every woman will find her proud about the
Easy there, H.R. Geiger.
This piece is most unimaginable today. And yet, this is far more than a word piece of art.
It's made of aluminum.
Diane?
Come closer.
The Eros and Thanatos, love and death. That's a nice,
Diane!
good mythological reference.
Stop
I think
there, Nick.
Greek mythology can be
You're arrested for the
overused,
attempted
but that was a
murder of
good one.
Diane Ames. Back off! Don't touch me!
I gotta get back to the diner. I'm working here.
Diane, no! Move!
Emily, hurry!
York's tie going crazy there. That's such a really good creepy moment. And Emily's just like really shaken by it. I really love that moment.
I requested...
What happened?
We'll need a body bag, too.
I was gone for 30 seconds, guys. I also love the line, "We'll need a body bag." Granted, I would imagine ambulances carry body bags on hand just to be safe. But still, good line.
Nick, quiet.
Shut up. Shut up. No crying allowed. This is a crime scene. Doggo! Here to save the day. The ambulance didn't show up, but the fire department is here. Is that right, Willie? That might be one of the biggest tonal dissonances in the game, is the FBI special agent music pops up, whereas the doggo walks into this fresh crime scene.
Shall we follow Zach?
After this horrible, horrible grisly murder. Store owner looks quite friendly, and he's a good cook to boot. Diane, why? Oh, Diane. Why? She's actually Diane A. Her last name is Ames. How are you guys doing? Looks somewhat nervous, once more. Yeah, you seem like you're going to be on top of that. We definitely should check in with Emily, because that was effing messed up. I think Emily's allowed to leave the crime scene. If she wants to go wait in the car, I think that's okay. I'm going after the dog. It's clearly the most important thing right now. You just take it easy in front of the dead body. No, I wanted to talk to George. I wanted to go up to George and say, what a hell. Oh, we still have time. What a hell. It wasn't all your fault. It was like 30 to 40% your fault. I'll go see what Willie wants to show us. I'll leave the rest of it to you. It's okay. By the way, Emily, if anyone asks for like paperwork reasons, we're gonna just go ahead and pin that one entirely on George, just to, you know, make things simple, make things a little bit easier for everyone. Yeah, we're gonna say that one was George's fault. All right, what's going on, Willie? Kind of concerning that he's following the blood trail. Okay, not anymore. What's that, boy? You smell some Agent Honor? I'm here. He knows what he's doing. Gotta follow his exact path. Same. Yep, I'm here. Man, this sure is charming and relaxing. It's a good thing I won't be doing it for like 20 to 30 minutes at a time. That might get tedious. Don't worry, we will not be doing this for 20 to 30 minutes. For now. What? That was a bright lightning flash considering we're indoors. I know there's a door outside there, but still far enough away. What the F is this? Is this dirt or is this blood? It's very poorly colored blood. It was very poorly colored blood. Back on the trail. If you go left, I'm gonna raise an eyebrow at you. All right, no, we're not doing that. Not today. Yep, I'm here. This is fine though. Now you're talking. Nothing suspicious about that. He clearly led us off the blood trail, so there's no way he's following the blood trail on purpose. It has to be an accident. Oh, he pushed me a little bit. But politely. Yep. Yeah, I know. Man, I sure hope no one was, like, really hyped up on the tension and drama of the last scene, because here we are now. I thought I saw some red sparkles, though. Close inspection of the tracks on the floor. Grooves, perhaps? We might be able to move this sec. We could also just shoot it until it's destroyed, but we're not going to do that.
Willie, are you out there?
Kason, what are you doing in there?
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kason, stand away from the door.
Canonically, that's how he handles padlocks. Like, not with the steel bar, the knife, or anything. No. The go-to in canon, in the cutscenes, is just whip out the gun. Even though the first padlock we see is like, if I could get enough force. Nope. Shoot it with bullets.
And what are you doing here?
Yeah, about
I was going to
that.
ask you the same thing.
Let's just keep playing the comic relief music, and that I'll tell you about Diane during that.
Private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
I am an FBI agent, now investigating 3 murders.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect.
He falls back into the pit.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane, to have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
I don't know. Those cables took a lot to set up, York.
I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together before, a couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up. Well, so I just took it and I drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now.
I had a wife, but they took her in the divorce. God, it's the funniest line in that entire thing. Check out,
Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a room locked from the outside?
York, do you want to go in there and
2
check to
hours
make
ago,
sure
me
it's
and
just a
Diane,
room and not a secret tunnel like the 2 we
drinking
found in this
upstairs.
museum?
We were, you know,
Check
enjoying
out Half-Life,
ourselves.
but the
Then Nick
AI
had
is
to show up.
self-aware if you are not
Well, then Diane
aware
had a
of that.
sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here.
But yeah, hilarious.
I've just been here waiting for her to come back, of course, but she didn't. I heard footsteps. They just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Willie here out through the window.
Wait, there's a window in the basement?
Then you showed up instead of Diane.
Zach, Diane has become the 3rd victim.
I guess that's the end of the scene.
And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no new leads from questioning Nick.
Questioning Nick got us
He's
nothing.
taken the death of Diane.
There was no new information when we
and
questioned
shot
Nick.
the works. He
Nick
claims to have liked talking with her about
did not give us much
that he
when we
was having a
questioned.
problem
In
with
fact,
things
almost
about
nothing.
men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder. They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out.
This is quite a bit of information
has
considering
no
he
idea who
said
it
nothing.
was.
We got nothing from questioning him. Like, it's not
Because
super useful information, but it is information.
But that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room.
Except the window that he mentioned.
Which means there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. he did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed. I guess this case is really getting to him.
We'll have you fill out the
It's really
paperwork that said it's his fault.
That's Becky and
That should
Diane.
help him get through things. Work out those feelings.
Losing confidence away from him. I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
Should really find out who the dumbbell goes to. We're rolling in it.
Zach, let's get back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, and now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
What is it, George?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar.
The rain stopped and he just took the poncho off immediately.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea. Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Again, I really hope George hears that. Let's go for a drink. That being said, I do really wish I could call it quits, but I guess we got more cutscenes to get through.
George, that scar on your cheek. Where did you get it?
This? Didn't I tell you?
No, you definitely
It's
did
not from
not.
work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing?
Super small table.
I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard. I used to climb it a lot. And fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip my back with these thin tree branches like a whip.
I forgot we get flashbacks to it. This is not a fun scene.
That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just hearing those words used to make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid,
But she already took the branch off the
I went
tree.
to the woods to apologize to the tree.
She's the one who cut off the branches. She could have just kept one branch and then just kept using the same one.
kept asking myself,
Like, this feels like in the D&D campaign when, like, someone's given themselves their own horrible backstory. Like, the rest of the party has to talk them through their trauma in order to promote the character development. Even the character development is clearly, like, the point of why that person came up with their own horrible backstory. It's like, I'll be able to get through this trauma. That's why I'm, like, you know?
that's right.
And then we point out, like, a very specific thing in the story. It's like, hang on. You really should not feel bad about that at all.
York. I've been an arrogant fool.
That might be really specific, but, like, I'm playing a campaign and we've all given ourselves tragic backstories, and one by one it's like, I did this horrible thing that happened and it's haunted me ever. And then we all have to, like, gather around, pat him on the back and be like, oh no, it's not your fault.
They died because of me.
These people, they are your fault, George. In the paperwork, anyways.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen.
That's a good line.
And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
Hold hands.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks. I do feel a little better.
We just drink this beer that still has a bottle cap on it. Oh, we're now in the bar. Okay.
Since we're here, why don't you talk to a few other people? I'll just finish off my drink. Let me know before you leave, okay?
Sure is, York. Hey, Carol, what are you doing here? A diva and her own boss at her age? Quite impressive. Character-wise, a stark contrast for her brother Thomas.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too. We've got Nick
What a
in custody as
conversation
suspect.
opener. Hey, Carol.
Nick didn't
Two people are dead.
I know. Carol,
That's another instance where
you
instance
took
where
a locket
clearly
from
the
Diane, didn't you? A locket with
voice
a
direction
smile.
was not like... The voice actor did not deliver those two lines in the booth one after the other, because he was a very casual, hey, Carol, and then Becky and Diane are dead.
I'm busy, gotta go.
Okay. Bye. He looks so sad, but now he's happy. She does not know how to walk in heels. Look at her.